Yeah, go in there. Okay. Okay, so we on live. So
And told the people, citizens movement for change. Oh yes, a new day has come. Yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life here. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better life here. Equity, national unity, transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity, CMC core values, CMC global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. Raise up your hands. CMC. The land of liberty, the light of freedom, the love of liberty brought us together. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let's hold together in peace and unity to build a better Liberia. CMC, yes, 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 the time has come.
CMC, yes, yes, the time has come.
Yes.
Also, out there. Hello, anybody in the studio?
Well, until they join us, what a song. He sang that song. I mean, Ian Murray be like, he piping. He piped that song.
That song.
Yes.
Yes.
It's a beautiful, beautiful song. I really like it. Uh,
CMC Atom. So if
yeah.
you're joining us today,
Mhm,
we are here today is May 22nd, 2025,
mhm,
and you are watching the Political Lodge.
mhm.
We are a platform that come here to propagate citizens movement for change agenda. We also will be talking on other issues as far as politics and also some social issues in our country, in our society across the world. So if you're joining us, my name is Grace Goa, and I'm the chairperson for the United States Diaspora CMC.
Yes, my name is Francine, Dr. Francine Chenoweth Richardson, and I am the global chairperson for CMC. Some of you already know my voice and familiar with my voice. I also work on another platform. Yes, as Grace told you, Madam Grace Gua told you, we will be here talking about all issues, all things that are trending in Liberia and are important to Liberia and to the world at large. Um, we also are two women. We'll be processing and marinating some of the issues through our lens, and that's what makes us different from other platforms. So, Grace, I'm going to turn it back to you, and maybe we can. We're going to have a. Oh, I want to tell you, Grace. Should I tell them we're going to have a guest tonight?
Yes.
We were praying that. We have good internet connection. Our guest tonight is Representative Marvin Cole. Many of you saw his video today when he was making some important statements to the people of Liberia. But we want to come and have him explain what he was saying in his own words so that you can learn and experience and hear what he had to say. We'll be asking some questions about what he said to the Liberian people today. So in about maybe about a few minutes, about 8:30,
Mhm.
I sent him the link. He should be here to tell us his understanding of what is happening with the CSA, Liberia's Civil Servant Agency, and with the House of Representatives. Grace, I want to circle back to you.
Thank you, Doc. I will call my people in the studio. We have the two men in the studio, the two strong Liberian men, and
Yes,
I'd like them to introduce themselves because they are part of this platform.
of
So
course. You're
welcome,
part of our
welcome
team.
from, yeah, exactly. Welcome from Liberia, guys. What's your name?
You're not hearing us?
No, we can't hear you. We can't hear you,
It's
Henry.
6 minutes down, 12 o'clock in Liberia. I would like to say it again, good morning, a pleasant good morning, and another day, just a day after that was on Wednesday and Thursday, we are back. So it's actually a great pleasure and an honor again to be on the TPL, for sure, that's the political lodge. And we are here again to talk issues as it relates to our country, Liberia, and cutting across all informative news for the betterment of Liberia. So it's an honor again.
Thank you.
Hmm.
The other man.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks again. Let me see. Uh, should I say the people always say opportunity come as one, but for me, I say opportunity come for people who are prepared. So, seeing us here preparing ourselves for the future, I see as an opportunity to sit on this microphone to share this platform with two great women. Yeah. So because we are preparing ourselves and getting there small, small. So it is the opportunity we have to share this platform with you people. Good. My name is Ansu K. Salif. It's a privilege again to be on the TPL at this time of for the night, 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock. Thanks.
Thank you, Asu. And we want to welcome everybody in Radio Land. We want to welcome our listening audience, people who have joined us. We say welcome. If you're here watching, share the video. Today we're going to have some interesting things going on. We're also going to be giving out our famous scratch cards, $5, $1,000 in Liberian dollars. We're giving off three scratch cards tonight. Three. So when we get to that state, we will make sure that Ansu announce it on the radio, and then you will call in. You will give your take on what we are speaking about. After that, we'll tell you to pick a number. If your number wins, the scratch card will be sent to your phone. Now, the scratch card is sent to your phone the next morning before 8 o'clock in the morning. So just be sure it's not going to be sent right away. But as soon as you call and you get your number, we take your number down. It has been working that way for us. So we're going to have three lucky winners tonight. And I'm looking forward to having them because I want them to win. I always want somebody to win something. That's my little thing in me. That's the little, goodness in me. So I want somebody to win something. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. And we are going to go in straight to our discussion. We'd like to talk first about medical health in Liberia. So this is the first thing that we always try to talk about: what's going on in society, what information we can give when it comes to medical, healthcare, and share that with our audience so they can get prepared and make sure they are okay and everything is working for them. Information is a good thing. Once you have information, you're able to govern yourself accordingly. So once people give you information, you take that very seriously and make sure that if you need that kind of information to help you, and then you use the information that is given to help you. That's just the right thing to do. Um, I read in the newspaper, Doc, the other day, but we couldn't discuss it here, but it was the last time we're here. I
Hmm.
read in the newspaper that the HIV virus is taking over. Liberia. Um, there was information sent. I think the president made a statement on that. I don't know whether people are hearing it. And so I don't know you know anything about that in the country since you guys are there. Before you come in, I don't know if that want you to come in before she make any statement on that, but it was in the newspaper and it says that I want to read it verbatim. That they say initial sign of Waka's. Oh no, I would not say that. I say initial sign of Waka failure, but not the news. No, that's not the newspaper. That's not the newspaper here. I will look for the newspaper and say exactly what it says. It says that the president made a statement on it, and they had a amount of cases that they were getting concerned of. And so you guys saw that newspaper, right? I think one of you shared it in the chat room that the HIV virus was taking over Monrovia, Liberia again, and people should be very cautious and very careful, to not contact it. The thing is that what I wanted to give the awareness was because you said USAID, they took a lot of funding away from Liberia, and it said, yeah, it says stop AIDS. The newspaper that carried this was the news, the national news since 1989. It says stop AIDS. Bwaka deeply concerned as 34,000 HIV infected persons in Liberia. So that's the news we're hearing. So, HIV is not a death warrant. Let's just be clear. So don't make nobody scared. We're not making anybody scared. But if you come to you happen to contact it, just make sure that you are on your medication. It's not anymore like a big terrible thing in the world anymore because people get healed from it and everything. People can contact it, you take your medication, and you consistently take your medication. Some people are lucky it goes away from the body. Some people they live on the medication for the rest of their lives, but I mean they're living. Everything is all right with them. So it's not a death warrant or death, kind of stuff anymore in the world. But we just saying that you want to be careful how you carry yourself. If you contact the A, you want to make sure you contacting the proper people to get your medication so you can be okay. We want everybody to be fine. And so anything from your end before that come in?
Yes, and to add up, I think also a day before I think yesterday, I think the president even stopped their vehicles or even give one to uh yeah to that side of the guys who were in charge here. Due to the ASA commission, there was a vehicle, two vehicles given to them by the president. I was trying to go through that story. But back home here, what happened training did this hearing, it was about a senior student, a senior student of the JJ Rivers United Methodist School uh, has instituted 300,000 United States dollars a lawsuit, civil lawsuit to the civil law court against his dean of student, one Dolo Mobile. So this issue about teacher beating student on campus and mistaking it, I think it affected his eyes. So he sued the dean of student, and currently as we speak, JJ Rao is in the news. JJ Rao been around for a very long time. I think if
I
you
went
know
to
that.
JJ Ramos.
Yeah,
I went
So
to JJ Ramos Elementary School.
the school, our school name is a household name.
Mhm.
To hear that they are still using writing or what on campus, on student. So the student took them to the code. First thing, it was at the police station, and we got information from our code correspondent that from the police station, the police officer went through the case, and I think of 50,000 Liberian dollars were given to the victim and his parents. But looking at the condition, the kid, decided to go to the court. So where he took the dean of student and then the JJ Rivals administration in the so by June they had to um, appear to start going through that investigation. But it's 300,000 United States dollars lawsuit in which the students sue the dean of student and the administration of JJ Rawa.
Oh well, that come in and then talk about, yeah. Come in,
Yes,
Doc.
yes. Well, what an interesting story. But before I get to the stories that you both mentioned, I want to give a shout out to, I like to call her, we like to call her Dr. Yaya. If you see that our page is looking pretty and things are all set up, her expertise is in computers. And, if your page get hacked and you need computer work, you contact her. She's on Dr. Yaya. I spell Yaya, Wyaya. And you can probably find her on WhatsApp. But to address what you were saying, Madam Gua, uh, about the HIV issues, you're right. HIV is not a death warrant anymore. There's been so much research and advancement made in this area, especially if you take care of yourself and you seek the medical help. But if you do not seek the medical help, there's a possibility that you will experience immune problems. It is a kind of immune disease, which means, like, we stay healthy because we have strong immune system. Like the food that you eat, all of those goes towards keeping us healthy. But when you have HIV, is a virus that affects your body, and so it fights your immune system. So you are frequently tired. It's hard for sore on your body to heal. Um, you also might just start losing weight. It's hard for you to, gain weight. And I'm saying this because I happen to have worked when I was a case manager in the city of Philadelphia before I became a licensed psychologist. I did all of the steps and all of the jobs before I became a licensed psychologist. I worked, and I had a client who was diagnosed with HIV, and at that time they didn't have what the medicine it took right now. We called it a cocktail because at the time they were trying so many different things, to make sure that if it helps people who were diagnosed with HIV. So they would call it a cocktail. Now they have specific medicine. You just have to take one dose. But before there was trying all of those different medicine. That's what I call, you take this cocktail, that cocktail. So now you can just take, one medicine, and it helps with HIV. But the issue is, Grace, Madam Gua, is with us not getting the funding that we used to get, from these international organizations, like you say, was very um, you know significant for helping us. How are we supposed to proceed? How a country who's going to be paying attention to the medical health, of people with HIV?
Yeah, the president is gonna they're supposed to have some budget set in there, at
Okay.
least for the sick people, in the country. I sure they wasn't just depending on usage or funding. There should have been other allocations to help the healthcare center in the country, healthcare centers. So I hope they have that in place. They call it Plan B, or second alternatives. That's what a real government would do, right? They would
Yeah.
have second alternative Plan B and things like that to help the people, because the people cannot just get sick and don't have medication to help them.
Yeah.
That is a kind of stigma in your mind already. When you contact that kind of sickness, then you don't have the medication. It's scary. So
Yes.
we hope they have things in place for that to happen, and that's why the president spoke about it. So he spoke about it. So
Mm-hmm.
we're hoping that he has some. He's working along, or the healthcare centers and the healthcare minister is working along with him,
Mm-hmm.
be able to have medications and care for the people who suffer from that, because they have to be taking the medication consistently, so
Yes.
they cannot go to that bloom ACE stage.
Yes.
Get to that ACE stage, that's
Mm-hmm.
when it is bad.
Mm-hmm.
So we hope that things will be work out the way it's supposed to be work out.
Yeah.
You want to speak on what
Yes, and I'm glad that we're having the discussion so that hopefully we are alarming or alerting those who are responsible for the sick and disabled and homebound in my church, as we say. Um, in our country, because it's going to be challenging for people with, things like HIV, AIDS, and they can't get the medication. And we know that, interestingly, AIDS is spread through fluids, fluids contact. One of the primary way is through sex. So one of the ways that we can prevent it is using protection, like the kind of protection that, you guys know what I'm talking about. Condom, it's the primary way, or you can abstain from having sex. But that is difficult for human being as a whole. So that's why we definitely need to have people attend to this, so that it won't be spreading, because how people can be, how human beings, our behavior, our sexual behavior can be spreading it. So it's important. So I'm glad we're having this topic. We can continue to
Anyways, the people didn't get a knock. So I so
also they act like yeah, also they did it. So,
when I
so
want to get there, I can see it on Facebook.
yeah, yeah, yeah. But and in addition, we will not forget also this the monkeypox. I think we're talking about is the monkeypox as well. I don't want to forget it, since we're making this public service announcement, and alerting our healthcare professionals in the country. Again, we know that it's in Liberia. NFL is on top of it. There's vaccines out there. They're keeping tracks of who's getting it. And so far, I have not heard of any deaths so far. But when you start feeling like small pus on your body, or bumps on your body, or you
Yes,
start feeling yes, like like what you told me, tonsil, like when you got tonsil feeling, like your lymph nodes, and other people call it lymph nodes. You started getting tired. But the most visible thing is these little bumps, come all like measles bumps. So if you start feeling that, you need to just go to the clinic, get help, let it help you. Don't don't start acting like, oh, I want to hide myself, I want to treat myself, I will use country medicine and stuff like that. Yes, I know that those things are effective as well, but it's always good to get second opinion from somebody. Don't just be diagnosing yourself. Go see the healthcare professionals, and let them be able to help you along with the country medicine that we can use. Like, I saw some people using cassava leaf and butter mixed together. The cassava leaf has some important juice in it, yeah,
yeah.
that can help. Yes, yeah. So I think that that's good for our public service announcement. And speaking about what Ansu said, corporal punishment, which is whipping. They can be a butt. In school, they used to be our butt in school. In fact, they will call you up on the stage, and they will, if you did anything wrong in school, sometimes it'll be a boarding school. But unfortunately, I never got beat in school, because I was not that kind of person. I was scared of beating business. So
So you
so
used to behave yourself, right?
yeah, I used to be here myself. In fact, I don't used to they used to leave me in the class. I used to take the people name who are acting. When the teacher leave
Mhm.
the class, I don't want to used to leave in charge of the class, because the teacher knew I was not going to misbehave. So I've been in this position for a long time. I'll tell you a side story about this. And I know this was my calling. Justice and fairness and integrity was my calling. So I think I was in the sixth or seventh grade. The teacher had left and left me in charge. I had my cousin Serena Chino with me. Her soul rest in peace, in class with me, and Grace knows her very well. And so we're in class together, and Serena thought, oh, my cousin was left in charge, so I'm gonna misbehave. I'll do all the things that I'll do. And so, needless that I say, I wrote her name down. So after class, after when the teacher came back, and she was surprised among the names of people that I gave her, my own cousin name was on it. So she said, so she called me after class before she gave the people the punishment, which was a whipping, a beating, because, and she said it would be right in front of the class, everybody looking. So she said, she's just my nickname, Special. Chinoe, come here. You made a mistake. You were your own cousin. And I said, no, my cousin was misbehaving. She said, she said, I never saw that kind of thing before. So I said, but my cousin was misbehaving. To me, say anybody told anybody did anything in the class, you wrote their name down. She said, but you should rep your family neither. I said, well, my cousin was misbehaving. So anyway, needless to say, my cousin got beat. But this is what happens in developed world when you use it's an abuse of power when a teacher beats a student. So we're gonna watch this case. We'll see how it pans out. Um, in developed countries, teachers do not put their hands or on students. There's other things, they can put them in detention, what they call, where they can go sit in a room and write. In fact, in my household, I used to write 10,000 times or 1,000 times. I will not misbehave anymore. I will count after the finish beating me or beating my cousin in school because they won't beat me. But when you call my pa will come and say, just go right. You're not misbehave. You're not talk bad to your teacher 1,000 times. Oh, your hand be tired when you finish. You
Yeah.
know. Yeah. So you'll be ready, ready, ready all night. So yes,
Now,
that's
what I did was, and you and me were almost the same because I would make sure I didn't do anything so I can get whipped. I used to be
Mhm,
afraid of that. But this is a new era. It's a new
mhm,
day now in the world.
mhm,
They call it corporal punishment, as Doc said, is not, it's banned from schools. You don't beat people anymore in school. You don't spank them.
mhm.
And for you to spank a child until their eye get problem with they have problem with their eye, it means that you have crippled that child. So
Yes.
I stand strongly against that. I think it's abuse in another
Mhm,
form. I don't
mhm,
think any child should be hit. I don't think so. I'm against it. And I don't think it's fair to that child to get even hurt because you don't know that eye that was hit.
mhm,
It might never be the same. And then
mhm.
you gave him you said 200, how much? 20,000 Liberian dollars, right? And so
Fifty
50,000,
thousand,
yes,
50,000 dollars.
50,000 Liberian dollars is equivalent to 20. Is it 20 15? Let me calculate it.
That 50,000 dollars.
Yeah,
It's still around
50,000 US dollars is
50.
25, 2,500 United States dollars. That is no money for
Mm-mm,
any child to get hurt.
mm-mm.
Yes,
Not in
it's
the
no,
hospital bill.
yeah, it's no money for any child to be
Yeah.
abused. So you
Mhm.
have to even make sure that he goes to court and then he has to win that case. So for pain and suffering and everything, I think it was very wrong.
Mhm,
You don't do any physical punishment with anybody anymore. We are in 2025. This is the 20th century, 21st century. These things don't happen anymore. we
Yeah.
our generation got a heck of it, but we learned that it's not even good. It doesn't do anything to the child, doesn't change them.
mm-mm.
But trust me, if Lucky could change them, my brother are going to be changed. They used to carry him around the school station, whipping there. He would tell you told the principal one day, say, when I get beer, I will make sure I find you, I will whip you. Yeah, so those things don't change people behavior. The
Mhm,
best solution is to sit the child down and talk to them. And then the next thing, if they're doing it over and over, you have to punish them.
mhm.
Punishment can be them writing, or maybe they taking them out of class, suspending them for school for a certain amount of time. But the
Taking
part when
all
you
the digital devices away. The children this time they let you take your cell phone away.
yeah, yeah, then you can maybe take that device, something
Mhm,
like that.
Mhm.
But for you to whip that child, because that thing happened on like Carry Mission, I
mhm,
think it was like 3 years ago or 4 years ago.
mhm,
No,
mhm,
it been way before that time, 'cause before the 2023 elections.
mhm.
St. Pio, the Reverend St. Pio, he was the principal for like Carry Mission. He beat this girl until her whole butt peeled.
Oh,
Close, well, her underwear was sticking to her buttocks.
amen.
And they sent that picture to us, and we were fighting that case. This
Hmm.
very Joseph Boakai, at that time, he was not president. He talked that case there in the Liberian way, let's talk it with family. And I had to talk that case, and that girl never got justice. They called her father. I got the text messages. Her father was giving $6,000, and they told him not to go to court. I was very upset because I
Hmm.
wanted this man license to be revoked for some time, even not for forever, because I don't think that a child should be whipped like that. That girl
Mhm,
will live with that pain forever. The marks on her buttocks just
mhm,
because she went to study her late. And then the story came from the very school that one time he whipped the entire school. I was like,
oh,
oh my goodness. Yeah. So
mhm,
I mean, we got correspondence on that. So that case just went I mean, it just they say, oh, I actually spoke with Joseph Baca on the phone concerning that case, and I asked him, why will you do that? This
Mm-hmm.
oh, because Liberia has been established in Liberia for a while, and they have done so much for the country, so they
Mm-hmm.
did not want to just put it on a blast like that. But then it means that you're talking it the Liberian way. If you don't send a message now, you did not send a message. That's the reason why this other little boy was flogged.
Mm-hmm.
Now his eye is going to be damaged for the rest of his life.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
An example was set on that time in 2019, I think it was
Mm-hmm.
2019 or 2019 or 2018 or 2021.
Mm-hmm.
If an example was set for that Kira case, maybe
Mm-hmm.
that this teacher are never going to even hit that ball because they know that it's wrong for them to do. They should stop those things. It's not good.
Yeah.
Whipping the children take away they get self-esteem problems. It takes away their self-esteem. It takes away from them even in their learning, the way they learn. They
Yes.
start to feel very, especially when you do that among other students, and whip them like that. It takes
Embarrassing.
away from them. It
Yeah.
takes a It's embarrassing. Yeah. And
Mm-hmm.
then their body too, you violated their body. So
Yes.
let's just be clear. This
Yes.
you just stop doing that thing like, but it's wrong.
Yes. And
Yeah.
and and violence begets violence. Aggression begets aggression. So whipping somebody is another way of teaching the person to be aggressive. To say that the only way I can solve an issue with you is by being violent with you or by being aggressive with you, and that's not what you want to teach our young people in the country. There's other ways to resolve conflict, or if they were wrong in doing something, there's other ways that we can do that. So yes, Madam Grace was very right when she said just it affects your self-esteem. It makes you feel, you know like you have embarrassed, like you're different. They're putting you up on the stage, they're beating you, and then can you imagine that child have to explain for the rest of their life everywhere you go. Your eyes, people can see you. The eyes is like the window to your soul sometimes. So everybody, people be asking you, what happened to your eye? When they see you coming, they be whispering. That means you see
Mm-hmm.
your eye looking that kind of way. Then you gotta be the one. How do you explain that to the people? When I was in school one time, I know I thought I did something, and the teacher just decided to whip me. And so forever, that's forever scar, forever physical and psychological scar. So I just wanted to add to that.
Mhm. And for you to want to just hit somebody, it means that you are angry
Mm-hmm.
because the children has rights as well. There are effective teaching that can help them, and you can even teach them a way they will feel guilty not to even behave like that if they behave anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to be very angry person to just hit a child so hard for them to have a scar. So
Yeah.
let's just say that. But we want to say, the topic, this is the topic we are discussing tonight. Is we're done with this. We like to just give from the beginning, health concerns and then tips on what to do when you different things happening in the country. So we will look for those things and discuss it. We are now airing on YouTube. So if you go on YouTube, you put in the Political Lodge, TPL, you can see us on YouTube and you can also watch us from there. We are on 2 Facebook pages. On Facebook, and we are growing every day. We're still growing our test run, but we're getting there. And I want to welcome Leo Sese. Nice one, he said. Solomon Aminata Kafumba Soare, the great family. Thank you, Solomon. And Jackson McGill. Jackson McGill is following us from Papalu County. Oh, Papalu County, there's a bridge that representative going to build that connect Papalu to somewhere, right? I think he did a groundbreaking for that bridge. Supposed to connect Bapolu to, I think, Nima County, something like that. But yeah, Jackson, McGill, you guys will soon have a bridge. Thank you for watching. Um, Also, our brother, Obewa Jerome Gayman, he said, "Welcome, great ladies and soiree famuya. You are CMC family. Yes, CMC, we strong. And Daria Stopa, he said, I'm watching live this morning from Kanta Nima Kante, Doc. Doc, that you talking to, he said he watching live from Kanta Nima, Daria Stopa. And that one of your people, that one of your fans, or one of your followers or something. Honorable M. Carrier Squillian the second, Change is coming. Yes, yes, change has come.
Yes, it's
Our
coming.
anthem, our anthem, yeah.
Yes.
Aja John Tanu, thank you for watching. He says, D. Samuel Colley Jr., he called one of his friends to watch.
No, good, good.
Good,
Yeah,
good.
call
He
him.
like
Yeah, call him.
that move.
Call him.
Yeah. Tania Civil is watching. Abdullah Dukle. I'm following closely from the Mount Barclay community. Good. Dr. Watt TPL. He said Dr. Watt TPL. Mustafa Kane. Mustafa, thank you for watching. Emmanuel Tolian. I can't read what he said. You can go read it for yourself. He is very something else.
Mhm.
Anthony W. Gay Sr. Is this truly a political launch? Because we, the political junkies, will be here for the spirit exchange. Of course, this is a political launch. We are here, when you're in a lodge and we are having some conversations on the radio and also on social media land. And so yeah, you can come and interact with us here. Elijah John Tano, children should be protected at all costs. Let the teacher Pepper pay for his action. I agree, Elijah. Our children should be protected. Our children going through too much in Liberia.
Mhm.
Everything that's going on in the country already, and then you whipping them, beating them, hurting them. That's not fair. He should
Mhm.
actually pay for his action.
Mhm.
Johnson Patrick, I'm impressed. Soiree Formia Vamunyan. Great job, Dr. Francine. We are here. CMC family is strong. Yes. Aaron K. Dennis, good morning to my CMC family. Okay. So thanks everybody. Mentioned, just want to welcome you guys to the CMC, the political launch, TPL. And thanks
Mhm.
for watching. But today something happened though.
Actually, before you do that, I also want to welcome those nurses, the security guards, those who are working the late shift tonight. Want to welcome those who are driving from Monrovia to Kakata, or you got our station on and you listen to the show. Want to welcome all of you, no matter where you are in Liberia, or even to our Facebook viewers. We want to
Yes.
welcome you and tell you thank you so much for joining us and help us share the show. We're growing. I'm actually, when Grace is speaking to you, I'm here sharing the show. We're expecting Representative Marvin Cole. I told you today. I just gave him a call for him to come on, and I don't know if he's sleeping, or I know it's late in Monrovia or what happened. If so, you guys in the studio, maybe you guys want to give him, just call him or something. If not, we still, we have plan B. There's always a
Yeah.
plan B. So we'll keep rolling, okay? Just roll with us. That's all we ask you to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Grow with us. Grow with
yes,
us.
yes,
If Representative Marvin Cole is going to come here tonight, if he doesn't, maybe he will come here tomorrow night.
yes,
He's going to
absolutely.
come here sometime. But we also have a plan B anyway. So we're going to be discussing further. Um, um, I read in a paper today that
Mhm.
the Senate confronts the Labor Ministry over 8,000 foreign work permits uh, giving out amidst the job crisis in Liberia among Liberians. So
Mhm.
they are saying that 8,000 work permits
Mhm.
were given to, because the work permits, if you're a foreigner in any country, you got to pay for work permits.
Yep.
So 8,000 work permits was given out to foreign nationals in Liberia.
Yeah.
But in the meanwhile, Liberians are in Liberia, don't have any jobs. And these jobs that the work permits are giving out for, they are work that Liberians can do. So what is the national? I don't understand how these things are happening in a country where supposed to be able to help the people first. This is not nationalism, because you have to be, you have to be able to help your people first before you can help other people who come in the country. And they said that now they are demanding answers from the Ministry of Labor regarding the insurance of more than 8,000 work permit to foreign nationals. Labor Minister, Councillor Cooper Craft. And I'm hearing that they say on June, they set a time for him to go to the legislature for
Mhm.
questioning on June 3rd. So
Mhm.
we are looking forward to that. Let him tell the people, why is it that 8,000 work permits are given to foreigners? While Liberians in Liberia that are graduating from college, yeah, Henry in the studio, yeah, Henry, although Henry got his work, but Henry Jala graduated from college recently. You know, people like Henry, they go to school in Liberia, they graduate, and then they don't have the opportunity to have jobs available to them because they work permit, the Ministry of Labor is giving all the work permit to foreigners. You know, while many
Mhm.
Liberians unemployed and yet foreigners are in majority of the employed in Liberia, those things don't happen in any country, even in Ghana. When we're there, the people
Mhm.
will never hire you if you're not Ghanaian. Yeah, you can't even sell in the market like that. They're not
Mhm.
going to allow that. But you know, I went to Liberia in 20, it was in 2013, 2014.
Mhm.
And I think it was the Chief Justice was Koko. He was the Chief Justice at that time.
Yeah.
Went there to see him concerning some, property issue.
Mhm.
Don't you know the administration in corporate office, the administrator in corporate office, he was a Ghanaian?
Uh-uh.
I am telling you, the man was a Ghanaian.
Maybe speaking Ghanaian and I drink
The man was he was a Ghanaian in our justice ministry and sitting down there. He was the person you have to speak to write your name down before they can send it to the chief justice office for them to call you on your tongue was standing in line.
Mm-mm.
I asked him, I said, "You are Ghanaian?" He said, "Yes." I know I asked him, so he started speaking tree to me. I checked and I said, I don't speak that. Yeah. I was in shock because the reason I was in shock was that when you go to Ghana, you will never see a Liberian in the people. I'm talking about, I mean, not even the private sector, except somebody actually hold your hand and carry you there and say the person will stay here because of my company, they will work here. Before I say you will go to government and see a Liberian in the corporate government office working there, also gonna have position at that rate, not even janitor. I was
Mhm.
just in shock. Liberian, the thing is that Liberian's job has to be actually it must be reserved for Liberians first.
Yes.
Yeah, it's not about we being you know the country has suffered too much when it comes to war. The
Mhm.
people have lacked a lot already. The country is just it's picking up together. It's taking forever because the system is corrupt, and then
Yeah.
it's going to be corrupt too on giving jobs to our people. The people say, okay, well, yeah, we want to work. Then you take the job from them to
Yeah.
protect the economy and the interests of Liberian people. They have to be in the position working.
Yeah.
That's how you do it. You cannot bring outsider to come and take the jobs from them. So
Yeah.
I mean that's where I am with the whole thing. It's sad to
Yeah.
me.
And I think Grace, you're making a great point, Madam Grace, because as you know, giving permits to foreigner is not only something that can happen in Liberia, even in the great United States. Many of us, when we came here, before we get our status corrected, we got papers to work, so they'll give you permit. So way that they give, one reason why they give you permit is to track, okay, the foreigners in your country and the type of jobs that they're doing. So I also know that I don't even know, Grace, how is it that our whole minister of labor can be giving people permits, but he's not tracking? There was no job on the form, there was no job description. Okay, the people he was getting permit, he doesn't know who he's what jobs he's giving out to these people. Maybe he knows, but on the form that the people have to fill out for the job description, according to what I read, one of the sticky subject was there were no descriptions of where they were working, how they were working. So that is to me, like you said, against or work against the liberalization policy, because there's a whole liberalization policy that you write that there are certain jobs that are just for Liberians, okay? And the reason why we have the liberalization policy because we want people in our country to that's their country to be considered first higher than other people. People do it around the world. If we in our country, if the people who are Liberians, who or we Liberians don't give preference to jobs, then that's our economy suffers, because if we work, we are able to go in the market and buy food and stuff like that. But most of the time, foreigners take our money out of the country when they get paid, and they have to send it somewhere else. Okay, maybe they send it to their country of origin or what have you. So some of the Liberianization jobs, and I went and I researched the Liberianization policy being in workings for a long time. Um, they talk about block making with cement. That should be only Liberians doing that job. Supplying sand and stone. Liberians should be the one doing that job. Operating gas stations. That should be a Liberian person job. Peddling, which means that the trader market, well, you can say the wheeler market that you put in here, you peddling in the street. That should be a Liberian person doing that. Ice cream manufacturing to making ice cream. That us. Commercial printing, printing T-shirt flyers, billboard. That we the ones should be doing that job. Liberians should have travel agencies, advertisement agencies. So the list goes on and on and on. That's my first thing, not having job description. So you, the whole minister will pay you all the minute time, give you plenty of money, and you there, you even asking the people for job description. I saw the interview today because they asked him, so what is the nature of the job that you're giving these people permits for? There was mute, blank, nothing, not fine. We all can say in our country came out.
He didn't say anything.
You ain't know.
But I said the man took a meritant to even they say they put me calling the man Ghana man say ever since the man be taking he be taking a time strolling to that place, man. He didn't even care.
Look at that.
Why he also the Congo man say why he penny on what
Yeah,
are they penny that the whole Senate call him
complete,
taking a time.
complete disrespect. You're on flower base or ease. Don't even like go. Don't even like start speaking the language. Say, yeah, don't put her own language. But you sitting there on flower base or
That's so
ease. I'm
easy.
calling. I'm calling you, huh? I said, what you talking to? I mean, laughing like crazy. But anyway, so my first problem, they asked for description. He couldn't give it. Okay. My second problem is I understood there were anywhere between maybe $8 to $1,000 for these permits. So these permits are not free. In this part of the world, I don't remember. I think it comes with the package of when you
Okay, eight to a thousand to
800 to $1,000. So that
United States.
yes. So
Wow.
yes. So it was a lot of money. That was like 8 million, $8 to $9 million. That hey, this man, and also you can please correct me if I'm wrong, if you read a story or you've been talking about it, that this minister has consumed that is not in the budget. I don't know where the money went. And then there's no accountability for that money. So I got two problems off the front, So I don't know when he go back, maybe he'll be able to tell them where the money is, where it went, but and then he'll be able to tell them the description of the people that he giving permits to. But these are things that if you're in a position of power, if you're a minister, that's a given. Those are things that you have to be regulating, you should have to be on top of. You shouldn't be having to come back to give reports and all of those things. To that grounds for dismissal for me, firing for me. And thank God I'm not the one who is making that decision. But those are my thoughts about it.
You are right. It's ground for firing. I mean, if he doesn't know these are basic information when you are in a leadership position for any entity or any company. So the information they were requesting out of him, if he couldn't answer upfront, he has to go and come back. They should be thinking about firing him. They should be thinking of firing him because the labor ministry has been handing out work permit, right? The foreign nationals and the positions that local workers that you need the local workers, you need the positions that the local workers supposed to have they are qualified for to fill those positions. You already need it. It is not just a matter of poor judgment on this part of these people giving work permits to foreigners and while Liberians are supposed to be in the position that their birthrights and their
Yeah.
birthrights are like
Yeah.
as that, but it is also a violation of national trust. They
Mm-hmm.
may have violated national trust.
Yes.
The people already don't have trust for this government. You
Yes.
know, with the years, the 1.5 years, going to 2 years now. And
Mm-hmm.
then their job, the country already high as it is. You know, at least let the people have their job, everything going up. You
Mm-hmm.
know, everything that your survival has gone up to live now is expensive.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine living in a country that you don't even have job for you to live? Some people
Mm-hmm.
even got job, the money can't even sustain it. Then you don't have it, but you see a man don't talk like you, coming from a whole other country, got his job and driving his car, and you can be in that position because it is your birthright, and
Mm-hmm.
you don't have the opportunity to be in a position because it's now they're saying and they're saying that the man gave 8,000
Mm-hmm.
out for other people to work in your country, your birthright. You know, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't know how he's still even on the job.
Yes. So, Ansu, you can come in, and then I have another thought about this, but please come in, Ansu.
Yeah, this is it. All these things are major things that Liberians face back home with, being spectators in their own country. You're
Mm-hmm.
talking about 8,000,
Mm-hmm.
8,000 permit. Where's the job?
Mm-hmm.
So you are giving a permit out. I think the minister are just doing this thing based on, I don't know, friendship, his own personal gain. Because where's the job? Well, Liberian being in power, who are in charge of the vera, the permits you give out to the people then, who are in charge? Are they are Liberians, sitting in a certain area to benefit from it? You give it to foreigner. So when
Mm-hmm.
you say being spectators in your own country, when it comes to our people, it comes from our leaders. That
Mm-hmm.
number is too huge. Not even 1,000, not even 2,000, not even a 3,000, for whole 8,000 people you give to foreigners. It means the foreigners are the one running this country.
Yeah, you're right. That is
They're the one running
even
this
before
country.
that come in. I want to play a video from the women in the
Yes,
market.
please do. Please do.
Yes, there's a video for the women in the marketplace.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, let me go to it, that video too. It's sad. It's kind of funny, but it's kind of sad though. It's kind of sad.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like people will say, "Oh, it's kind of funny," but it's kind of sad.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna play it.
Mm-hmm.
They're telling you're taking away from the people. They're taking away from them. The people, their husband could be working in a position while they
Mm-hmm.
build their business. You know, and a video, yeah.
They are still, they can laugh, they can kill. They say 100 days, they will enter in the country with NGO. We don't see the NGO, the government are road. Joseph Waka can steal. All criminal, Maje Tola, he don't steal.
Mm.
You get
Mm. Mm. We were serious there.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Very serious. So for me, again, it's about, like you said, distrust. Okay. The people not trusting the system. And when you have people who not trusting the system, you see women in the markets that we just saw, you know, making comments,
Yeah.
making derogative comments, because what is the government doing for them? You know, their lives is not better. Nothing changed. Uh, whether they participated in the election or not, they are seeing that things are still the same. But again, we have to hold our leaders accountable. You cannot say that you're selling 8,000 permits and we don't see how. Where is the money going in the budget? Did
Hmm.
you submit this money to LRA and you got receipt to show people to say, okay, I accrued, or we sold 9 million, 8 million, 5 million. We got this money from selling 8,000 permits. But if you don't show that, then something is not right. You use a word maybe for your own personal feeling. I also want to be nice. He said maybe the man for your own personal satisfaction. So maybe that where the money were directed to, or what? Yeah, that's the only thing that I can see. Do you know what just $5 million? I'm not talking about 9 million, 8 million, what 5 million I can do for Liberia, for a school system, for a healthcare system. You know, do you know what I can do for our people?
Mm-hmm.
And this is what is happening in our country. So somebody needs to take charge and say, no, I came to change things. Liberia is rich. We're gonna just order everything. We're gonna put things in place. If you're not supporting, if you're not here to help support our government or enhance the government, you got to go. You got to go. Okay? And that's how it gotta be. It's not a matter of being hard, or it's not a matter of coming down hard on somebody, or taking a job away from, but it's a matter of the health of our country, the overall development of our country, the overall uh, blessing, liberty for all, okay? For the people and by the people, for everybody. It's not just for one person to be enjoying that money, enjoy, because I only part of our Liberian song, our national anthem, we yell to enjoy, okay? After that, it really discourages me when somebody can tell me, say, what a description, you don't know this description of job you're giving out there. What? Are you kidding me?
Who labor minister?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
I won't play anything again that before we close on the topic here. I'll play
Your
it.
steam, they can kill. They say 100 days, they will enter in the country with NGO. We didn't see the NGO, the government are road. Joseph Baka can steal. All criminal, Baka Tola, he lost steal.
They finish talking their own.
Yeah, you want to know, sir?
Those kind of you see our mothers, our sisters. Those
Mm-hmm.
girls, our sisters.
Mm-hmm.
They are mothers to some people. They are wives to some people.
Mm-hmm.
For women to come out and talk like that, they tire.
You're very
Yeah,
tired.
they're very tired because we not want to, just talk, just like that. They are fed up and they are frustrated. Yeah, and we need this government to pay attention to that. They're giving Liberian jobs to foreigners because of work permit and collecting the money is a violation of national trust. Liberians are supposed to be considered first, period. And the alarming thing is, I'll keep on seeing they say the man had, they saying they requested him for him to come. He just been dragging his foot. And they have patience with him too. That my first time seeing the other, they saying they are having patience with people because usually they don't have patience. So how they have patience with them, man? Something other this thing to me because yeah, but they said June 3rd, 2025 that the deadline for him to appear again. So that yeah, because the man got something under his sleeves. Because the man taking a own jotted time and they not even do anything. By right, usually they would say they would sign some paper for him to go to prison. So they say, how they poking his out there say the babu know something. Eh, I can hear you.
I was going to say they're going to charge you with contempt. I remember the
Mhm.
commerce minister. You remember they gave him a really hard time. What's his name? Man? Answer what the former commerce minister, the man who resigned from the position. Uh,
The
they,
one
they,
who
they
resigned.
yes, from the position of commerce minister. But anyway, they actually took him to
Was it this government or in the last government?
in this government, the first commerce minister. His name.
Oh, oh Lord.
Yes.
Money captain? No, not
No,
money
no, no,
captain.
no, no. The other one.
The
He's
money coming from the editing.
yeah. But anyway, they took him. Remember, he had to give them a letter saying that they called him to come and he couldn't go. He gave him a letter saying he had travel and stuff. They gave him a hard time,
Yes.
complete hard time. So yes,
We
you
gotta
are.
get a man name. We got somebody on the live. Can you call this man name?
Mhm.
I think the man name just right there. We forgot it though.
Yeah, I
He
know.
had to resign, right?
Yeah, huh?
He had to resign.
He had to. Well, he resigned for other reasons because but they gave him a hard time. But he resigned. He resigned.
Yeah,
They called him
he
in to
did.
talk to him about the LR, the commerce, and all of that stuff.
That's why I seen the man, this labor minister here in Congo man say he pending on something, man. That man is spending on something for that man.
Start speaking that language entity, okay? Don't
The
put me.
man is spending on something. Our junior people can say, I think depending on
You know what it depending on.
that's something he get behind him. That the reason
Yes,
why he gets something
exactly,
behind him.
exactly so, exactly so.
You got the man too brave.
Hmm. Yeah,
I'm here. I mean, with that.
that's right. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
thank you, Otis
Mom.
Mobile. Yeah.
Yes, actually, he didn't go when they called him to the House of Representatives, the legislature, one of them, I mean, the senator, the Senate. Thank you, Glendy,
Thank
as
you,
well.
Kenny.
And
Yeah.
so when he definitely they give him a hard time. So this guy, as you say, he know what he depending on. He doing like this. What you say,
Okay.
government say?
The poor coin, they just showing that, I get quick.
Yeah. He
I'm going there tomorrow. That day after tomorrow, we'll go there. That's
exactly.
talking to me. It
Exactly.
means that he gets something behind. We'll
Yeah.
see. The other case too, just that, man.
Yes. And it's such a bad thing that we do in our country because we bring these issues to bear, and then the next thing you know about it, no, nothing happened to a investigation or whatever that you said. Maybe there's something behind it, but there should be no minister of labor who initially you don't know the description, the job description of people that you're giving permit to. It shouldn't be happening, especially in this time in our country. And you can't, you have to contribute. Look, Grace, in this world 2025, you have to come to the job and make changes. You can say that how they used to do it before, so I just can't admit it, they didn't do job description. Then
But that when you put in people in position because they are partisan, and we're not
mhm,
saying that when you got people who fought for you to get in a seat, you can't hire them, but hire the people who are qualified to do the job.
yes,
Hire people like that. The other people who push you that don't have experience and they don't have the credential to sit in that seat and don't have experience, the relevant experience for that particular position, then you send them to training.
yes,
Send them to training, let them learn it. It takes a year, it takes two, and then they come back and start to get that experience in the
yes,
job under somebody who already knows the job. And that's all we are saying is taking
mhm,
away from our people. How the men don't even know that. Even the administrator in the office supposed to know that information. But they can imagine the whole director then you say, you gotta go come by, you go and read. You went to the place, you went in your office to read. When you finish reading, then you will come out on June 10, then he will tell you. That alone, yeah, our woman in the magazine are friskiness. They're supposed to hold him for contempt. That frisking, he acting frisky on the Senate. He acting
exactly,
fresh. That frisking on the Senate right there.
yeah.
Yeah.
But in the end, the Liberian poor suffer, yeah, Grace. In the end, we don't want suffering because you just giving, how Oprah can say, "Who wants a car? Anyone wants a car? Who
Yeah.
wants a
You
permit?
get a
You
car.
get a
You get a
permit.
car.
You
You
get
get a
a,
car.
yeah, you get a permit. You get a permit." If we give permit to everyone, that people suffering in the end because you don't know whether you respecting the liberalization policy, whether you respecting the jobs that are reserved for Liberians. You don't even know. And then I was the whole corruption business, that money business to me, that what burning my heart. The description of the job is also uh bad, but that money that you pay to get a permit, where is the money? Where did it go? How is that helping Liberia?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
That year they say the man gets PO. They say the man. I had a call and see Yana Ma Gabo say Dr. Richardson, that man is a minister and his daughter too is a minister in the same government.
Ah,
So the
well,
point what depending on my this statement
mhm,
is true, then what it depending on yeah.
depending on something.
That
Mhm.
family dynamics. Family
Mhm.
dynamics.
Yeah, but me, I don't care about family dynamics right now. I care about Liberia dynamics.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What is the right thing to do?
Yes.
Mama, so I'm not question. What is the right thing to do? Where will God want you to do, my child?
Wise woman. Wise
Yes,
woman. Mhm.
yes. And we just want the government to do the right thing for the
Mhm.
people, by the people. That's all we want the government to do the right thing. So, but Honorable Representative Mavinko was supposed to be here tonight. We guess
Yes,
he's.
I'm calling him and he not picking
I
up
think
his
they're having a tear dream, man.
I left for people the disappointment that they when you say you coming, you come. I talk to you and everything. On
You will turn tomorrow.
I
That's
will
where
not get our
but
bed
you
page.
know what? I will that
Oh my
to
God.
just play him. I will play his video a little bit of it.
Yes,
When
and
he
then
had
we
the press
comment on
conference,
that.
then we can
Yeah,
discuss it, and then tomorrow when he come here, he will elaborate.
that's right.
Uh,
I will hold my heart, Honorable Marvin Cole. I will hold
yeah,
my
we
heart.
will have man.
Hmm.
Sometimes those things happen in our life.
That's true, but he did tell me, depending on the internet service, anyway, I invited him to come to the studio. So, Ansu, please help me out here, make way
Make
and
sure he
call him.
gets to the studio tomorrow. Yeah,
Yeah, yes, yes.
in
Yes,
America,
we
in New
will
York,
bring. we've been communicating with
Right
him.
Honorable, we address the press,
Yeah, we've been in touch
particularly
with
on
him.
the
So
appearance of the
uh,
boss.
Sorry,
maybe because of the town being here. You know, the guys are basic people now. You're going through your district
That's
and all
true.
that stuff. Yeah, so I showed the time catch up with him.
Yes,
But
yes,
tomorrow again we will inform him, and we know he'll
yes.
be on the show tomorrow.
Yes, and before we go to the video for discussion, I just want to welcome all of you that are listening to us. Thank you for supporting us. We are going to be inviting, newsmakers on the show, like Honorable Marvin Cole was in the news today, so he'll be here. We have invited others as well. We have a lineup of people who are in the news, so they are honoring our invitation. So we just have to we'll let you know. We'll create a flyaway. We'll let you know when they're coming on, so you can be here to ask questions. We'll be reading some of it, like Madam Guar usually reads the questions and the comments in here. So, but we thank you for joining us, no matter where you are. Whether you are working late tonight, maybe you just can't sleep. You like someone like me, you're a late night person. You tossing and turning in your bed, but have us on the side. We want to welcome you to the political lounge. Thank you. And Grace?
Yeah, thank you, Doc. I want to play
Mm-hmm.
Representative Marvin Cole video. That was his press conference today was very, very informative. He said a lot of stuff, so I wish he was here to really talk on everything he said.
Mm-hmm.
We'll play it, we'll play a little bit of it. I am still learning how to play.
Mm-hmm.
Eh, so we all learning. We're still learning how to do stuff on this thing, but yeah.
We'll get there. You're
Get
doing great.
there.
You're doing wonderful. Let me just tell you that right now.
Okay, so yeah, we will
This
get.
is our second week, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
this is our
Yeah,
second
this is our
week.
second
Can you
week. So
imagine?
we are
So
still on test with everything.
yeah, exactly. And so, and then if you're watching, keep on watching Liberia. We on the radio, right? We on the radio in everywhere that True FM is running right now. We are on,
Mm-hmm.
and keep watching so you can place your call tonight. 3 people will win $5 each scratch cards to their phone. So you want to be the lucky winner. We are
Yes.
going to announce the numbers soon, but let's just play this video and discuss Representative Marvin Cole a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Mika, and following that, he will dive into the restructuring of committees here at the House of Representatives. Honorable, welcome to the press.
Well, distinguished members of the press, I am glad that I have live this morning to be here with you to respond to the assertions made by the Director General of the Civil Service. In his briefing to the Liberian people, he informed the Liberian people that former Speaker J. Fernandez Kofa defrauded the government of Liberia of over 1.5 million United States dollars. The first misinformation placed in the public that I want to dispel and re-inform the public that at no point in time the supplementary payroll originated during the administration of J. Fernandez Kofa. We came and we met supplementary payroll. So, Mr. Josiah Joket, as you said, that supplementary payroll because you decided to disagree with Fernandez Kofa with $327,000 were varying $43,000. On that basis, it led to the establishment of supplementary payroll that is lied, is misleading, is malicious, is baseless, and is criminal. I want to categorically reject that. The second aspect, you also inform the public that 285, maybe 84,000, little over 284,000 United States dollar worth the payroll of the House of Representatives, which he refused, according to him, to approve, that led to the establishment of supplementary payroll. I want to again inform him that after the reform process that were established by J. Fernandez Kofa, we were able to identify several ghost names on the payroll that he's speaking to. And he was informed that those individuals, in fact, some of the people, pictures were provided, that some of those people were dead individuals on the payroll, and we thought it was not proper for him to pay on that payroll. That exercise reduced our payroll from 284,000 United States dollar with 276,000 United States dollars. Josiah Jockett arrogantly, disrespectfully refused that he was informed that we were hunting partisans of the Unity Party on that basis. He was never going to start paying on that payroll. All of you are aware that led to several altercations between the CSA and the Honorable House of Representatives. That led to a conversation with the President of the Republic of Liberia. And we told him, Article 89 is very clear. Josiah Jockett did not have any authority to determine the kind of payroll we use or we do not use. He was trying to use the House of Representatives to showcase himself another way, which he did not have the capacity to do. Even against the constitutional provision that we should have a civil service commission, we advised the president that he did not have authority, but the president was misinformed and he decided to support Josiah Jockett to carry on that malicious exercise. He paid on that payroll consistently. So when you talk about somebody defrauding the government of Liberia, who decided to do it? We inform you that there were individuals on the payroll. Some of them were dead. Some of them had reached retirement age. Some people on the payroll was as old as my age, 52, 51 years old. And we believe that those individuals should no more be in the employ of the House of Representatives. Now, Josiah Jockett decided now to decide if we cannot agree for him to pay on that payroll, he would not pay on any other payroll submitted to him. That brought the GT Bank into serious confrontation between the House of Representatives and the government of Liberia. Fast forward, we decided that in the interest of coordination and peace, the Speaker advised that we should let everything go. And we allowed that. As of October last year, we got attacked by colleagues of our honor, the directive of the now Speaker Richard Kuhn when he was being controlling the illegal removal of J. Funati Kofa. All of you know where the process led to, and we resisted. We stood our ground that the process was.
That before I go with the with further, because he said a lot of things. Let's
Mm-hmm.
talk about the payroll issue with the
Yes.
Director General of Civil Service, Josiah Jockett.
Yes.
So I just because I don't get how the Director General of Civil Service Jockett has the power to even refuse or say that he's not going to pay on the payroll, or saying that he will pay on the payroll, while the House of Representative saying that okay, you can't use that particular payroll. So I thought he was supposed to be the payrolls are supposed to be sent to him, and his duty there is just to pay. Who is he to make decision on whether the information coming from the House and the then Speaker of the House telling you this is the payroll, or do not use the payroll? And he said, no, I will use the payroll because it's like a target on the UP Palestinian people, because you're saying that their bodies are on this payroll. And the people got names and they got pictures to show that so
Mm-hmm.
many people were dead that were on that payroll. But I still can't get over how he has the authority to even challenge the people in the house. I really need that to be explained to me.
Mm-hmm.
That payroll thing, my mother used to work with the government, and she died.
Mm-hmm.
There was this man collecting my mother pension because she was on pension after she was retired, and that man collected that money for years
Oh wow.
and pocketed it. Not even her children enjoyed it. That man was just collecting my mom pension, and that man died who were collecting that pension. One day I will call him in. I left America, flew to Liberia to his funeral just to tell him what he casket. And
Yeah,
one of my friend was there, witness me. But you know me now, Doc.
I know.
I flew to that man. I went to Liberia just to attend that funeral. Though I
But
did
how you managed to what was the system that made allowed him to be able to get your mom's
the system that allowed him until today, I don't understand it.
okay.
Yeah, so when he was collecting that money, but we got information that he got that money, and the
Mm-hmm.
people, my sister found out all the information.
Mm-hmm.
So when he died, I went to his funeral. It was on what is street I see every year on there. That street, Ashmont Street, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's a Methodist church on Ashmont Street before you get to CFBA school. I went to that place. I stood up there. I went. Everybody was going over that body, looking at it. So I said, "May light perpetual never shines on you for
Mm.
taking my mom pension for
Yeah.
many years and taking it for you and your family. May you rot in hell." I was talking to T. I don't know what other people heard me, but my friend was sitting down there. I said, "Chris, so you said let perpetual never shine on me." And the people heard you. I said, "Yeah. May let perpetual never shines on him." Because my
Yeah.
mom worked for her money very
Absolutely.
honestly. And she
Yes.
served. She went to work every day, and came back.
Mm-hmm.
She served the government. So she was, it was I don't think, and that's that. When I saw this thing today, I was like, okay, these
Mm-hmm.
people are still doing this thing. They got
Mm-hmm.
their bodies on the payroll.
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah,
mentioned that. Yeah.
I don't, yeah.
Yeah. That's a powerful story, Grace, that this is a long-standing problem that we have in our country, that anybody, maybe you're a ghost, you're on a payroll system. So it to be still talking about it in 2025, then we must wonder what kind of job they're doing, what's going on, you know? Is it something that they are entertaining for their own personal, you know, good, or is it something that they want to fix? But getting back to what Honorable Cole said, and I wish he was here today, maybe he'll come tomorrow. He started saying that Joker was accusing Kofa of defrauding the government of $1.5 million. And anybody who know me, and perhaps you know Grace, and you know many of the people that I know, we are not here to support Kofa, okay? But we wanted the right thing to be done. If you are going to remove him with 49 members, okay? Don't just say through gangsterism or through, power, I'm going to remove this Kofa man. I don't support him. I don't know him. I just want to lay that premise out. But then, like I think I mentioned you when we're talking today, Grace, you had mentioned, and you are still saying, and you're asking a very same question that Honorable Cole is asking: Who is Josiah Joker in the whole government structure to overstep his boundary to be saying, I'm going to pay this amount to you, or I'm going to do health care count in the House of Representatives to make sure that I'm sending the right paycheck to the right department. Are you overstepping your boundary? Are you overstepping your role? That's the question that you should be asking yourself. You know, then to come out and say somebody, this is what Honorable Representative Cole was saying, to say that Kofa defraud the government $1.5 million. How is that possible? Okay. Um, then Honorable Cole said, he said they came and they met. It just like what you say, the whole supplementary period, it ain't established during that time. It was there before. The ghost period was there before. So they were the one who caught the payroll system and had all these people put on it, the padded payroll. They had, you know, my kid went to court for a padded payroll. We at the end of that story, how you said, Chris. Okay, we at the end of that story, okay? So they have it of padding the payroll. Core is telling us, the core is telling us that they're the one caught that there were some people on the payroll that didn't belong on the payroll, and they brought the matter to the civil servant director, servant agency director, Josiah Joker's attention, and he still refused. He still refused to make changes. Okay,
But you
what
know
you
why he refused?
what you are penny on?
What was he penny on? What did he have me?
Uh, uh, so why you refuse? You refuse. So so they told, according to this, the tip I was listening, Representative Cole said they took the period down from 284 million, I believe, to 226 million. So there was they brought it down. by taking people off the payroll.
So they reduced their payroll, which was
Yes,
good.
they did. They did. But Josiah Joker said he was the only one that had the authority to determine how to pay civil servants. Okay. And you are not going to listen to them. So this caused a huge conflict between, as he said, the GT Bank, because the people payroll can go to GT Bank, and then I think they can get loan from whatever to GT Bank. That GT Bank, the one can pay our House of Representatives and the staffers. Okay, so it caused a whole rigmarole between the two groups, the House of Representatives, because they're saying one thing and then Josiah saying another thing. So what is he trying to prove to me? What he penny on?
What thing maybe, and the thing is that the thing that surprised me too is that he said that Representative Mavico said Josiah Joker said that he wanted to take money from the UP Palestine because
Mm-hmm.
I don't so these payrolls are used to get money out of the system. This is a form of corruption
Mm-hmm.
because if the people are dead, they're no longer alive, they are not supposed to be getting paid. So
All
if you
right.
think that money means that it's not going to those dead people because they're gone.
It
So
goes
it
to
means
my
somebody
pocket.
collecting those money and putting it in their pocket.
Yeah.
A form of corruption, and the corruption continues, and that's why the ladies then say the government have failed them. The market with me. But Ansu, say you in Liberia.
You have
Yes.
any thoughts,
So,
Ansel? Any thoughts on this matter?
yes, you um the people say that you can lie to get to power because during the campaign you come with all the lies and all that stuff then. But when you're in power, you can lie to go
Mm-hmm.
because seeing the things already. So how will you lie to them? So I just so frustrated, disappointed on the guys. And when I saw a group of them on another platform, you know, reloaded. So I started to think whether they would discuss Josiah Jokai 48, I think 48,000 or 48 million question is over here and the
Mm-hmm.
current finance boss. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still thinking whether they will discuss uh the the labor minister 8,000 work permit
Mm-hmm.
given to to foreigner.
Mm-hmm.
So those are things I know when I said I always thinking on. There was what you said, Joker have been into the news, and Honorable Marvin Ko has said it all. Been to the news and trying to news that house, the House of Representative, that period,
Mm-hmm.
that supplemental period, trying to news it, and as a way, of getting that and that popularity because there have been a lot of controversies. So since he engaged in the house, you have no authority, you have no right. The lawmakers say you have no right. So they tell you say this is the period we want you to work with. The
Mm-hmm.
other one, yeah, the period that you want to work with will get their people on the other side, so you cannot work with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they names the owner that support. The people told you it clearly.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? You go to the lawmakers who you went on for confirmation. Who you went to them, you said on them. They don't want have to confirm you to hold that job. They very same people can call you back or tell Mr. President to dismiss you. The point said, this is why we want you to go through. And you said no. And the honorable man just said it all. Dr. Richardson, that he tried to use the House of Representative, to just get that morale because he had just been into the news, and I know so many things are going to come up, beyond the CSA boss. There's this 48 million of I'll try
Yeah.
to check it out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only hang on him and the current finance minister. Some of the money that you were just talking, the money that we talk from people there who never submit the document and other stuff there when it comes to the assets, people there who never submitted, we will take the money and we'll put it into government this that just thing he's saying by him up, but it's not happening. The implementation is not going on.
Mm-hmm.
People then told the House of Representatives the how over 200 to 300 names then and our ghost names. So all that money they will take it. You cannot see it. He just say it, he just say it. So as I said, Madam Grace, you lied to the people. Listen to me talking about 100,000 this that you say you get it because you lied to people that you come into power. When you to get the power, you lie to them. But when you go in and when you sit down, you can't lie to the people anymore because they will see your lapses. They will see the lies in your leadership. They will see the problem where the parent comes from. So the sales boss he need to slow down. He needs to slow down. He has been a very this thing with coming up from the honorable Cole. He has been since I think since he took office the sales boss since Josiah took office. He had been with this Rick Maru and other stuff with the House of Representative. He's trying to use that area, the House as an area where they say yes, the sales boss is working. When it comes to transparency, he's on top of his game in making sure that he can clean payroll only to that House of Representative. So he needs to slow down. The guys there, they have been elected by the people to represent them. You can't question them. You can. The politician said, this is for we the work way. And he
Yeah.
said, no. So the one working right now, who are the ghost name us? So where the money going?
And the thing is that Jonathan say you live in a hole with your man. Then your man say, okay, today. He said, no, I will
Yeah.
not do the one, I will do the other one here. Who are you to? And the thing is that let me tell you, Anson, the people saying Demon say, oh, I'm the Duma. Yeah, please
Mhm.
open the line. Look, at 126, we open the line around 9:35. That's when we open the line, which is 1:35 in Liberia. For you to win it, you gotta be up.
Yeah.
1:35, open the line. So I mean that's the time we open it. But you see, if a whole government has people in positions and they go and create a show just to come to defend the government with all the work that this government has to do, we wanted for the people to vote our government and hit the ground running. And the people thought this government were going to do that because this man working, the president working government, they said for 40 years, he was so wise. But if you see the people coming to create a show on social media, and those people that got position in the government, then you should
Mhm.
know that they're not doing anything. The people that are less busy because there is no way for a country like Liberia to be so behind and people in a position supposed to be working. I told you from the beginning, some of us used to work we was creating certain system in certain places. We used to work for in the morning, 8 o'clock, we take breaks and stuff, but it was all work from 8 to 5, but we'll stay there sometime until 9, 10 in the night.
Yeah.
Working.
Yes.
Yeah, knowing any government, some of my friends, they were one or two people I knew were working in the minister's position and stuff like that. Sometimes when they call me in the night, that time I was in college, I said, "Where you at to my office, Grace? We working.
Mm-hmm.
Here to work." I
Yes.
said, "Well, if they letting that person, yeah, oh my dear, but the kind of work I gotta do, I just gotta say it to finish it." That's
Yes.
when you know people working, but the people they take on their time and can't sit on social media to defend government because they know they're not doing anything. So they're trying to make sure they defend the government up to 2029 so that people can listen to their lies. So
Like
you
the people
know
not
very
seeing
well
what
that this
going on.
government is a failure already.
Mm-hmm.
It
You know?
is.
Yeah. And so when you're hungry, you cannot, and I've read somebody say you cannot intellectualize hunger. Only the person who can feel that noise in their stomach making small pinches and stuff like that, that a person can tell you that they're hungry. You ain't no matter how you want to write about it or you want the world to see that person is hungry, only the person who's experiencing it can tell you. So you cannot come and tell us if the person tell you say they're hungry and you say no, the person just joking or they want make you feel bad or whatever. You got to listen to the person who's experiencing the hunger. That person is the narrator of the experience. Okay, they can tell us their narrative. So I mean, I don't know. Like Asu said, either the people can see or they can experience or they didn't know what happening on the ground. They know they're the one living there. Okay,
But
so
that, my question to you is that
mhm.
how is it this now speaker, the regime speaker? So what is his input in this? Because he's supposed to be making sure that something is clear here. That's what he's supposed to be, and that's the reason why I was very disappointed in Joseph Waka. To tell you the truth, I
Mhm.
know this man. I don't think that he's in control of the government because he's very older now. I don't even think he would have done a better job even if he were younger. Let's just be clear. But now he's older, it's even worse. So I think he's being controlled. But what happened in the house the other day, it told me that these people are not ready, they are not thinking right for the country. It's only about them. Any sensible government would have voted Musa Belete into that seat. You know why? Because he was going to be at least opposition, and the way he worked along with his people as representative, this man able to bring people together. That's one of his gifts.
And we
He
need
will
it.
be able to, he will be able to,
Walk
reconcile
across
both
your
sides.
aisle.
Work across the aisle. Like this was happening, it was not going to be happening right now. So those things, when you are in leadership and you are a leader, that's what you think about. You don't just think about, oh yeah, you want just put somebody there to answer yes or to you. Then the work will not really be done.
No.
And you will be thinking that, okay, if I put a person there, maybe they will be against me. But you know the kind of person you are putting there, that he's somebody who reasons. So therefore, when you bring something to the table that not right, you will try to negotiate that stuff. Oh yeah, let's do this and this happen, or we can do this happen, because he will want the government to succeed, to succeed, to succeed, actually, to succeed. So that's why I say I don't know how they look at leadership, but when you in leadership, you want that particular stuff that you're leading the organization or the entity or maybe the corporation you're leading. You have to be very smart in your decisions.
Yes.
Yeah, you have to be very smart in your decision making. Even Fanatic Kofa, I mean, I never like the way he was doing in the house. I did not like some of the things that happened there. But at least Fanatic Kofa are trying to work with your government. Although he was not going to take everything you say, but he was trying to do some things
Yes.
just
He was
easier, and he
accused.
was even making the public mad. You remove him and you put this man who is in a position right now, Richard Kuhn. Everybody can see from the outside. We don't know the man, but you see from the outside that he has no patience. Zero tolerance this man has. He couldn't even allow you to park a car in one simple parking space.
Yep.
Just a parking space, he went broke into the main car. So people like that do not, especially when there is a lot of work in certain areas to do, and you have to bring a lot of people together that don't like one another. They're not seeing things the same way. You have to put a reconciler into that position to make sure that person want to reconcile what is going on for your government to succeed. And that's the reason why I think that way they made a mistake, because they are not thinking about the government succeeding. They are thinking about 2029. And Belete is a threat to them when it comes 2029, because we will make sure the people see the telling.
Yeah.
That's what will happen. And the telling is CMC, Citizens Movement for Change.
Absolutely. I'm happy, and I'm going to be brief because I know we have to go to the phone line, but I'm glad that you brought up this conversation. You know, when you when in the interest of President Buckeye, if that's why you took the job because he appointed you and your loyalty lies to him, or your loyalty is with the political party, Unity Party, of course, you will be making elaborate statements. I defrauding the government, or I saved the government. So you can be liked by the party. They will be clapping for you. They will come on social media and talk all the all the yama yama. Okay, but if you are in the interest, and this is what makes ability different, and I hope that you hear me well. If you hear me, Bilde is not in the interest of a political party. He's not in the interest of a man. He's in the interest of the Liberian people. This is why the man can take his machine. He greater in the road to improve the infrastructure. Because he's not doing it for one person. He's doing it for a whole community. Okay. He as you can have turned him the father of the rule of law, because he knows ultimately when we have the rule of law in our country, okay, people will be able to do things in an orderly way. Will be able to, our economy will be able to function. People will be able to function. But you cannot bring gangsterism or be pumper or what you don't say bugao, there you go, and say and all all those kind of things then into community, into our country, and expect that we have changes and development. You can't do that. It will not happen. All right. And so, yes, I'm glad. And this is why we're asking you. So far, we have had the CDC. So far, we have had just the UP. If you're happy with those two parties, you can stay with them. But I know I want to have other options. Okay. And being a part of CMC is the option that allows me to look at transforming Liberia, beginning the process of transforming Liberia. And that's what I wanted to say to you tonight. You have your CDC, you have your UP government. Your question to ask you, like the women say, is your life any better now? Okay. That's what you need to be asking yourself, deep thinking. Okay. Now, I wish that Representative Cole could come because he made an interesting comment. He said the CSA, the Civil Servant Agency, is a transitional point for criminality. So all the things I are talking here, they may say, oh, that Bisha thing, oh, the government will defraud 1 point something million and stuff like that. They keeping dead people on the payroll. Some kind of criminality, he said, going on. Some kind of stealing, some kind of corruption, small stealing going on there at the bottom line. Okay.
I
So
want you to see it, that. Seriously.
yeah, that what he tell you. That
How did they tell you say dead people on the payroll? You had a poor picture, you had a day, you had a knee. You said no. You can't
Mhm.
get the people from the payroll. It doesn't make no sense.
Absolutely.
What kind of
So
stealing going on? But I also need to open the phone lines of that.
so answer, thank you. Please open the phone line and we'll hear what our Liberian poor have to say to us.
Exactly. So, folks, so that's it right there. And to close out and add up on ability, just people discussing about Mr. Ability again, or ability is clear. Sometimes be wondering what are the people in Nima County, those representative, uh, can you rather sit down and think to know that Mr. Ability or honorability is a gift to that county? Somebody who just enter that house of representative, the level of work. How can an individual do or work more than a government work? You may take a project over 500, 700,000, a government doing 100,000 project, and somebody doing close to 5 to 700,000. Is that somebody for you to go to? All lawmakers in that place will go to him. You have somebody who have that type of developmental mind in your
Mm-hmm.
county. Straight there about development.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, then I be there.
Mm-hmm.
The people that vote according to tribe and
Yeah,
they
that's
don't
what
vote
they do.
according to that. Yeah, they don't vote according to that.
So,
It's not that what the country will be underdeveloped. I mean,
But we'll talk it here. Hopefully, we'll bring awareness to our people. We'll make if we can change one person. Every time we talk, I'll be happy. Just even one, just even a
yeah.
little bit change your mind. I'll be happy. So that's what
Zero
reason.
seven seven 6927472. Yeah, let me take my time. I gotta know his date so somebody can get a number. 0776 927472. Just call exactly 22 minutes up to 2 o'clock. At 2 o'clock, we'll wrap up right here on the TPL, yeah, on Truth FM. And don't forget, you can also be a lucky winner. So some of our winners, for those who won last week, please you can participate too, and so the audience can know that you receive your card.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
please call.
Yes.
Yeah, call and say I received my card. Oh.
Yes. Yes.
Good
Thank.
morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir.
How you doing?
Okay, go ahead.
My name is Nelson from GS0.
All right, Nelson.
Let me say how to your people in the diaspora there. Yeah, I want to speak on that work issue, man, from the Ministry of Labor.
The 8,000 work permit given to foreigners.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
The government will not do nothing to Mr. Crown because Mr. Crown and his daughter, who is the Deputy Minister for Administration and the Minister of State, they enjoy the confidence of the president. So that thing they're doing and to send it, they just wasting that time. If the simple would have made the MDR will release a statement, then that issue of 2029 will be cut short. Or you see the round to that into him. So they are then left blood that senator on one. So
That's something where you talking here. So
MDR.
the issue of that is about 2029 MDR. So the federal made MDR release statement.
Mm.
okay.
So the man, what he pending on now?
That's a strong
He
statement.
pending on.
That's a strong statement. A strong point investing now. 776
What for
0776
you eyeing what number he picking?
9274.
Ask
Yeah,
him what
he's
number
back.
he
He
pick
coming
now.
back. I think he went off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hello?
The number is from 20 to 35.
Hello?
20 to 35.
Yeah, so we have from 1 to
The 20
35. Which
from
number?
20.
From 20 to 35. From
Okay,
20.
from 20 to 35, right?
Yes.
Yes.
From 20 to 35, which number are you going for?
I choose 5.
Number
No.
5.
Then you say from 20. We're not doing 5.
No,
From
from
number
20.
20 to 20 to
So
35.
from 1 to 20, from 1 to 19, just get it out. So
Yes.
from 20, number 20 to number 35.
I choose
22.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry, 22. Nothing on 22, my man.
Yeah, next try, but sorry.
Okay. Thanks for calling. So from 1 to 19, just get it out. Don't talk about 1, don't talk about 2, don't talk about 13, 15, 18. Don't talk about any of these numbers. Just start from 20 to 35. That's the number right there. All right. Good morning. Okay, we have a female. Go ahead, ma. Let's hear you.
Thank you. Good to hear.
Okay, get you. You're live.
When I wake up this morning, I didn't want Ghana face only Tomo love Tomo. I was concerned because first of all, I want to say hi up to the studio guys, a female, because I believe in gender balance and gender sensitive. So when I see women discussing issue of national concern, I'm more like happy because I know how we can be bullied, especially the way the station is like today. The next thing you see people, especially the Unity Party, people start to counter-react and start abusing. So the controller of this studio should learn how to block, because those that will come with a harsh tone, you block them. That's why as the way they lie to get to power, there is no way now. So the only thing they will be discussing on the reloaded class is about how Patrick Honor 1,500 generator is consuming every month. Whether they will take some of that money to add it on civil salary that are unpaid or recent time. Go to fire service. People to fire service are crying. All the way their life is at risk. There's a serious thing going on. The salary that are there, even the internal affairs today, there are other positions. I'm from the CDC and the CMC. I love you people. So this is it. The CSA boss would not want to come there because he know what he stands for. Knowing fully well that President Bouaka is even doing the wrong thing to get more people as advisor in his office doing nothing. And when you look at these people that are employed, majority of the people in the key positions came from the United States. They got a family members there. The money is going back. We're talking about money not coming in the country, investors not coming in the country. There are no people who will not want to go down waterside to buy from the local ones. That's why the marketeers are crying. They are crying today because the people, after they have taken their monies back to their family, they want to left, they're going to the levelings, to the supermarket to go and purchase. And which is bad for us. Those people were all around those heroes today, taking it as something better today. They know why they passed through to be where they are today. They said there is nothing they're going to discuss to the Liberian people as reloaded. If you look at the supplementary period they're talking about, during Chancellor time, there was supplementary period on the government budget always. If you look at Julie Bryant time, it was there. President Selita, it was there. And then President Wiata, it was there. Even you will not get rid of it. The reason is simple. For people to be fat up on a CSA, it takes time. So within that time, out of by death, for somebody to be taken out by death or retirement or something like ill health, that will make somebody. So it's a direct replacement. Today, the nicest that were crying like Homondas, Masarari, Hamonai vote. Majority of them are on supplementary payroll. These are people that will come from Tottenham National Institute of Medical Arts, TNIMA, voluntarily want to go in the various countries that will get a stamping of supplementary payroll, waiting to be factored on a CSA. They will not be patient. At the end result, they will start to do different things. Now the health budget, wow, you know that this country, Liberia, need health care. You left the whole healthcare budget and decided to do your own thing. Agriculture will say our staple food has still to be corrected. Local county used to be the bread basket, but between me and you, the soil that I saw in Lima County, I'm from River G County. I always Lima County, so that I know when I'm passing to Blood Diala, I know how is Blood Diala looking. Any other thing that you play in your surrounding, even in your living room, your backyard, the fertile lands. They check out an evergreen forest soil and rich. I don't need fertile lands. So Lima County need to have farm to market rules that will be able to help the people to bring the farm produce. How will it happen? You sit down and you just want to cajole everybody in the name of you want to be godfather of some kind of place. We don't want to stereotype because the issue that have been discussed by these women, I don't know their names because I just woke up from there. I was so happy. I just let them listen to women talking, discussing issue of national concern.
And by way of information, they control this platform. So I hope to get your number and your full name, because the people say nothing good come from CDC though. You can talk, yeah, but your what I'm speaking here, you do sound and you just hitting the right points.
Like CCMC to the CMC that common people party. Is a thing at CDC. You will see people from CMC will be the market women. You will see people from coming from CMC will be the common people, the farmers, and all of that. These are people that you see. And they will still have the people that learn. I am from Refugee. I went to school to my place in Refugee County, Wickwood Central High. I was in a long grade before I came in Monserrado County to graduate from Matella Nipple High School before going to Zion and Cottington Graduate School. So it's a fact of education is about a mindset. It's about
Amen.
it's about how you discuss issues.
Amen.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
General presidential elections. It was on the 27th of September 1847 with two political parties, the pro-administration party and the anti-administration party. The reason of which today Joseph Jiggy Raba won the election was because of a political manifesto over Samuel Benedict. He had a long term of election time and then he had a short term. And I'm saying this to say, if these people from Joseph Jiggy Raba, Stephen Ali Bessie, Daniel Bishop Warner, GSP, Edward J. Rowe, Joseph Jiggy Raba, King Knight, GSP,
I see. You got a whole president listed.
Yeah, 60 kilometer road in this time. By this time, we're talking about infrastructure and human capacity development.
Amen.
Power from those presidents to this president, they will not be talking about road connectivity.
Okay.
Cooper got his daughter Paulina in the president office and telling around sacking people. If you talk about government of inclusion, before I get off this line, and I pray wanted to be on bar stage. To talk about government inclusion, you factor people in the system that will also learn from them. Now he breaking around because he not able to justify the CSA payroll. Because from what we're hearing, the amount that is taking on, we're talking about 30 million. What that 30 million will be going? It's supposed to factor in other sectors, the security, the education, and health. So why do you expect for the place to be upgraded?
Wonderful.
So for having me, my number is 077.
No, tell her to pick. Y'all pick with the number.
So yeah, so just now we have, yeah, well, the show will also give our Orleans CMC also provide yeah, that day cash or something to our Orleans, for participating, especially keeping yourself out tonight and monitoring the program. So since we are in Friday, you need scratch card to talk to your family for the weekend. We have from number 20 to 35. From number 20 to 35. So any of the numbers you can pick between there from 20 to 35. And so maybe one of you get something only for you for the weekend.
Oh, okay. I'll take 25.
Should go for 25.
Amen.
Wow. Okay. Nothing on 20, nothing on 25, but we have the number here, right? It's 0772.
Thank you.
82.
Well educated as Yes.
Fine. So we're gonna get your name
Thank
too.
you.
So I know one of the days the panelists they run the platform, they control the show. I know they'll tell us to call you over anytime. What-
Wilfred Badura know me very well.
Oh, they get me do
Okay.
transfer. Oh.
So
You got me
Wilfred
do
Bagwell is our Secretary General for CMC.
Let me call Wilfred and text it right now. Okay, good, 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 good.
I'm the MDRCK in 2017 as Representative Kennedy of District Number 1 River
Oh,
GA.
you are a former representative Kennedy.
Yes, okay.
Oh, well,
I'll need your number
wow. All
then.
right,
You
so
know
so
what?
we have
What I
your
need you
number.
in? What I need?
Where your
Get
name?
you.
Yeah,
That
get
we
you.
have to get you a scratch card. She was very informative. Yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
so she won a
I
scratch
agree.
card
For
tonight.
Yeah,
2027
say her number
district
and name to get her a scratch card tomorrow.
Okay. So get you just listen to the panelists. They said they are still gonna surprise you with your scratch card. A $5 scratch card for you. They're going to hit you before 8 o'clock tomorrow morning or this morning because we're in the Friday already. Before 8 o'clock this morning, you'll see your scratch card run on your phone.
No
Thank
problem.
you.
Thank you so much. And I'm
Thank you,
going to be
Deji.
on backstage someday for us
Wha-
to
Yeah,
discuss
of
issues of
course.
national concern.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
it's good that you joined.
0776 927 472. Yeah, zero
Yeah, call
seven
the
seven
number
six
again.
0776 927 472. For those of you finding us online, you want to participate, just add a +231 776 927 472. Good morning. Yes, sir. Oh, Grand Kidman County. Wow. Go ahead.
Yes.
Let's hear you.
The issue on the CSA boss,
Mm-hmm.
it is not giving respect to the House of Representatives. And I need the House of Representatives to really call the people, call that guy and punish him. And Richard Coon really know that he speak up for the Liberian people, he's not a religious people. And will call the CSA board and even suspend him because it's a rulers that are lawmaker. It's vote for that people to go there and make a law for if they say the thing is not a record thing, change the thing, you listen to them, you know, tell them, oh no, I know what to do, and I surpassing the president. To back the CSA boss, one of the wrong thing. A well-educated president, and he said that the CSA boss will continue to do.
Oh my God. You were just calling on 83 or 2 cents. Sorry, you slipped off. I hope you can call back. Rather you try calling so you can place your call back before call come in. Yeah. Let me see whether we can pick up this caller. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, sir. Please be audible.
Okay, this is Morris Nelson.
Okay.
This is Morris Nelson.
Go ahead, Mr. Nelson.
Yeah, you know what they started doing really baffle me because we see that this thing that was happening in just that time. We say it was bad. That's why we change the government. For the government to become worse now, it's very baffling.
Mm.
I appreciate it for your discussion, but I want you to upgrade your platform with some lawyer who have legal mind and who have mind on the budget. Because what Jokai is talking about is that it has things that do with criminality. Seriously, so we know who take our money.
Okay. Okay, that's good. So I have yeah, we have from 20 to 35. Which number do you want? From number 20 to 35.
Okay, I want 27.
27.
Okay,
Yeah,
he won. He won. He won.
Okay, what's the name again?
Maurice Nelson.
Maurice, thanks so much. You won yourself a 5 USD scratch card from CMC team,
Okay,
saying you can use your card to communicate with your family the entire weekend. We are taking your number now. Before 8 o'clock this morning, you receive your card on your phone. All right. Okay. Thanks for calling. Why? Thanks. 0776
That's the last call, right?
927. Yeah. 927 472. That call us slip off 776 927 472. So we have two already. We're just one more person. One, then we Hello. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that are covered
From where?
for the fire too.
Fire soon, my GB. You breaking in, oh? I'm not getting you.
You just woke up.
You're working on what you in so. Huh?
Man,
Yeah,
bro.
come on, what you. Then you want to. Yeah, you want to her.
Everyone call it fooling.
You know, yeah. So
You woke up
call
out
what.
of your house.
Go ahead. Good morning.
Yeah, yes, I don't know. Who is Pagidi?
From where?
Pagidi.
Como? Okay. Let's say go ahead.
If every
Why? If your line is that gonna keep you on. Oh my God.
Gotta go,
My
yeah.
God.
Go ahead.
Let's see. I
Come on,
want,
let's go.
go ahead quickly.
Yeah, yeah, he
Let's hear
tried.
you. Uh,
good
go-
morning, how are you?
good morning, sir. You're live.
Thank you so much. So, I'm Christian Rosen, calling from Anadolu this morning. And thanks for the show.
From where?
Bannersville.
About Anadolu.
Okay.
Thank you. So, our sisters on the show, I respect them. Women, they are our mothers, they are our sisters. So, we respect women in every cause because we have a traditional background. But before I get to my point, somebody called my Joseph and said, women on the show, people should call, they should, give the special attention of how they handle the issue. I think our mothers are important. We respect them, but we should have special way that because women are on show, people should not, become interactive with them because they are women. We call the show, we should just maybe don't discuss the issue because they are women. I think we need to stop that because women and men, we understand that they are our mothers, we respect them, but I think when it comes to gender equality, when it comes to intellectualism, we should have special way to discuss issue with men and special way to discuss issue with women. I don't think we need to handle issue that way. They are our mothers, we know that we not say push insult women, no, I think it is wrong. We not say push to be combative in a room, no, I think it is wrong. But to say because they are women, we should not discuss the issue in intellectual way because they are women. I think we need to graduate from that.
Okay, my brother, go straight there to the point.
Yeah, but nobody said that, right? You can
The
discuss
CSA
the
boss,
issue,
I
brother.
think I've been following the CSA boss for quite a long time, and he make a revelation concerning the issue of former Speaker Kofa. And he have been some impactful issue with some members of the House with him. So series of revelation that you will bring with them is to believe that it is wrong that what he said it is not right. I think they can come up with documents that maybe that would also substantiate the truth from the lie. So for people to always say they fear the boss, they just this country what I understand about that bro is that that's doing the wrong thing has become so normal to the point that if somebody get into the system and try to do some little reform to become like a target. For me, I've been following you say a joke. I think this brother is doing some well. I'm not saying that he's perfect like Jesus Christ or Prophet Muhammad, no. But he's doing some well to create some reform in the civil service sector.
They are only saying he crossing a line. That's all. Yeah, they are only saying it shouldn't be a position where the coach is saying, "Oh, the CSA boss coming." Then you do expect the House of Representative, the lawmakers there to start putting themselves, in order and hiding themselves and running around with people because the CSA boss coming. And the lawmakers, the CSA boss yet coming and he be putting your house in order. And that's the people area. You go to the poor place. That place of the person that go there, he can put in order, my man.
Tell him to
Good
pick
morning.
a number, yeah. We hear a
He
point.
off or he just went off.
Well,
That
Good
happened.
morning.
Good morning, Asu. Good morning to Sis Grace and Dr. Richardson.
morning.
Hello.
Go ahead.
Yeah, money.
Go ahead. You're clear that this
My
is
name, thank you. My name is Jay Roland here. I join you for Kakata Magibi Kante. Let me say thank you to the show tonight, and we want to say thank you to our two school magazine, especially the Global Chair, Dr. Richardson. You know, Liberia is a country that we all have. We are citizens of this country. There's no country that we can be deported from. And all of us are under a statutory responsibility to ensure that Liberia become better. Like you guys are saying, we just want to say thank you. That all of us continue to engage our country constructively to ensure that we can move our country forward. Our ability is a true representation of the people of Liberia. If you see him work, when you see what he continues to do for the Liberian people, you know, we don't even know sometimes how to praise this man because people say all kind of negative things about him, but he don't care. He always want to work in the interest of the Liberian people.
Okay,
He
Roland.
always moving to ensure that the life of the people can be changed. There is a clear manifestation tomorrow by the special grace of God. Our political leader on Usa Hassan Bete will be coming to Magidi Kate with the senator on the Nathaniel Farouk Magil to ensure that one of the major rules that lead to a district, the Gibi rule, or be Senator Magil will be touring that road tomorrow, and right after the lead construction work on that road will begin. And we just want to be grateful that we have such a man who is living from way District 7 in Nima County to come and give the people of my County here at least to save their road. We are very, very happy. The one for us, we will continue to pray for him that God will give him long life, that he will continue working in the interest of the people of Liberia.
Okay.
We are grateful, and tomorrow the citizens of Nigeria will be gathering to welcome and build to our country for you to carry on development. So these are leaders
Now see us picture, Roland.
Roland, you should start a picture, a video.
Chairperson of the CMC, and we'll do everything. We'll tell this man, come to the now, guys, show you with the way he's doing. You hear all kind of people who don't have nothing to give this country. They will say all kind of things, but we are not deterred. We ensure that we will continue to push the legacy of this man to continue to help us as citizens of this country and this country. I just want for you to give me number 10 to be participate on the program.
I know, right?
You won.
Yeah, you just hit the nail. You won yourself 5 USD scratch card, man.
He won.
You did.
Yeah,
That's the best way to end the show.
Yeah.
Yes.
We want for you guys to continue to support that she can be a very good cheerleader, a national cheerleader for us in this country. And that woman is very strong model. Ali Bisa is a very committed, trusted woman. A lot of people, a lot of women follow her. A lot of people follow her because of her level of work, the way she engage people, the way she talk to people.
Thank you, my brother, for the recommendation.
Yes.
Thank you, Roland.
Okay, Roland.
I
It
said,
will be a surprise tomorrow. You see me in Cox City.
Yes, we want pictures. We want pictures. We want video. You have to send it to us.
You have seen a vision of Chairman Bede. So the bigger question now is that how many of this guy that have seen a vision of this guy, in Kakata? It's not just you as an individual, because Chairman Bede is going there tomorrow to do, groundbreaking for a bridge project. How many of this guy, have seen a vision,
How many citizens, how many good people there in my Gibi County?
Yes. I've seen the vision.
Yeah, the work
like
of
the way you are seeing it.
The CMC boss. If you're surprised if the people of my Gibi County see me tomorrow. Yeah. With the team.
I'm so happy to hear that the District 7 Nima County representative is taking his work to Mankibi. That's huge because he has done a lot of work in Nima, and the people don't really deserve the man, to tell you the truth. They don't even appreciate, although that man loved the people of Nima, he loved that country to the core. They don't appreciate. Thank God, at least he carrying the work to other places, because you can't just be stuck in Nima. The people they don't appreciate it, man. Nima, so my give them need it, man. And on the papelete, my picker to they saw Isa to ya. I want people there too. They need roads.
My carrot came on too. Yeah, my own people in Cape Mon, they need road too.
My dear. At least the people will appreciate you on the other places then, because the other people then they're looking at trap and they're looking at religion. Our people, when they see you, you carry everything, and they will be happy that at least they can walk on clean road, because someone there walking bushes, snake biting them. Oh, I heard that there's a snake that bit one man in Magibi and killed him.
Oh,
Yeah, because the roads are, no, they
yeah.
push on the road. So for
Yeah.
him to do that, that's huge for Magibi. That's why you see Roland so happy.
Yes.
So congratulations, Magibi. They're
Yes.
coming for you tomorrow. Hey.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. Please send
Okay,
a
guys,
picture
so
of me.
I'm going to pause the call and I'll get back to our panelists. It's already 2:05.
Yeah.
So those of you calling, we should continue one more one.
No, we
Yeah,
okay.
no, let me just take one more. Let somebody
Okay.
else win now.
Okay.
That the number
This
correct
is
there.
very upset
Yo,
today.
my
She let's
brother,
talk
I'll put
about
a number up.
the guy just go on WhatsApp.
the number
Give
Yeah,
us good news, so we happy now. So yeah, just
231.
but
yeah.
he quiet number he want to.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, I made the last caller. We're wrapping already here. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
My name is Fufi Yama, and I'm calling from Omadadi Estate.
Go ahead. Let's hear you.
Okay, so I just want to commend you guys for the show tonight, the panelists, and everyone in the studio today. Well, as it relates to the CSA boss, I think that no one is perfect. Though he has done some great work, but there are some times that you don't have to exceed what people expect of you. And when you're working, you have to work in line with your SOP, especially when it comes to the House of Representatives. You have to have some respect for the people. You don't have to, you don't want to put it, when you go in the House of Parliament, people have been running around. They get Mr. President, Mr. Chukai, Mr. Chukai, Mr. Chukai is coming. So I think that you need to slow down a little bit and observe his work. Because when people start to look at you that way now, I think that you know that you are running too much on the speed you're not supposed to run on.
Okay, my brother. Thanks. Your last caller, folks.
Well,
I'm
20
going to
to
get back to
35,
our
yeah,
call.
may pick a number.
Yeah. Oh, he's already out.
Yeah,
Sorry.
may call him by he pick a number. They may what the last call, he got to give him the opportunity too.
Okay. So maybe we'll get 4 tonight. Go ahead quickly. Yeah, just go ahead quickly. No time.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
This is Paul for your calling from City Island.
Walk away from your monitor. It's not good for us here in studio, please.
The feedback.
Let's say no time.
Why you're talking about Mr. Perete, development in Nimakante, is very good or good development or is well there. Or I'm going to say it.
You been in Nima before? You been in Nima? You saw it?
Yeah, I just came from there almost 2 weeks ago.
Which?
The man faced it very well. You see the development made it not easy.
Okay.
So, thank you for it.
Okay. What's your number from 20 to 35? What's your number? 35 is already out. Someone said 30. 30 is out. Okay, so 30 is out. So what's the number from 20 to 31?
So far, I don't need a number, but that's something I want to see. If there are any idea, then you can tell me.
So your own now.
The transport ministry is upgraded.
But we're not working to the ministry now.
Yeah, because what made me ask me that question, my brother, my old car.
Okay.
So I'm here to carry my money to the ministry because nothing going on there. I just look at a guy I can I think two job. I give him my money to go and do the full education for me and run away with my money, my coin. I can't get it. And my auntie get money from the state for me to raise my car, but I'm scared.
But why your second go to the ministry? Why your second go to the ministry and do that?
Yeah, so this is why I'm asking you whether there are any out there that they can give me all
go to the ministry. Go straight to the ministry and ask for that section or department. They have the people there to do that for you. Go straight to the ministry, my man.
And tell the person you want to register your car.
Okay, my brother. Go to the ministry.
You better rescue that person though. Is there one number?
One number.
Okay. Yes. That's it.
Yeah,
yes.
My grace, yeah, so that either.
The show has come to an end. The show.
Thank all of you guys that stuck with us and followed us. I saw the numbers. We kept at a steady number. So tells me that you guys are enjoying the show. All of those who are listening, you're working, whether you just turning over in your bed, thank you for being here with us. We'll be bringing you, trending news, trending newsmakers, from time to time. Today we should have had Honorable Representative Cole, but I think he's maybe rolling over in his bed right now. Maybe he forgot, but we'll continue to contact our newsmakers and bring them on, and we'll let you know when they're coming on. So thank you so much for joining us, for staying up so late with us, Grace.
Yeah, I want to say thank you to everybody for being here with us. Today was a very nice show. You had me laughing, and also you have so much good points, you and Henry, and I see that you people are really on top of things when it comes to the news in Liberia. So we want to appreciate you guys as well. We're going to send a scratch card money right away. Please make sure that people get their scratch card by 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And we'd like to say thank you for everybody for watching, especially Duma. Loved Duma. She was the one that spoke lengthily from the CDC party. She spoke, she gave us a very informative information. So we want to tell her thank you for coming, for calling on the line. We just play our anthem and away we go. We say we'll see you guys tomorrow. And so how many people won their money here tonight? Four.
We have a photo.
Four.
Four people? Okay.
We have four.
All right. So I was saying we'll send the 4-person money. Please make sure before 8 o'clock tomorrow morning they put out the money in the cash.
That's what they can do. They can start calling me between by 6. If they're coming 6, I start telling report.
Yeah, Rhoda, if you listen, please have some pictures. Post some pictures in the chat room.
Yes. But don't forget to send Roland the money because tomorrow the chairman going, our political leader, Honorable Musa Hassan Berete, is taking a mission to help the people in Magibi County. We are very proud of that. So we'll be looking to see pictures and videos and everything. So here comes CMC.
So just quickly from my end, before we wrap up, today is about Josiah Joker, and then you find too many people, saying, "Oh yes, we're the best today because we brought out the right information." If tomorrow we're having to come and sit and call some of the ills of their political leaders, they will say, "Oh, this platform is not credible. This platform is not credible." Liberians are too good about doing that. Today, there are a lot of people around. When people are in oppositions, they become the best economists. That's the time they'll be like talking about how the budget is not balanced, the budget is this, the budget is that. When you put them to power, guess what? They do all of their works now from the internet. They become the best Facebook user. All of their work from office will just be on Facebook. Right? But when they are in opposition, guess what? They'll be like, "Oh yeah, the budget is unbalanced. Either this, either that." But give the power to them, they will start to work on Facebook. So this platform will remain like this. Will not go attacking personalities. Will not go for an individual. Will select the right information because in one of our quotations we said the truth must be told, and we use this medium to say the truth. But now when we try to say the right things today, oh yeah, you say incredible. We right today because we own certain entity, But tomorrow when we start to go for your political leader when they do the wrong things, that's the time you start to like attack us. So let's keep it at peace. There's Liberia, there's our own. We say some of these things because we want Liberia to be best. So that's just a closing from my end. We said many thanks to you guys, and we hope to having some fruitful discussions like this. And as always,
wonderful. That's just it. Thanks to Dr. Richardson. Thanks to Madam Grace.
For the people,
tomorrow morning,
by the people, and to the people. Citizens Movement for Change. Oh yes, the new day has
the morning hour. Thanks again. The program return again tonight because we're Friday already.
Yes.
So we're going to return again. That will be 12. 11:30, 12. We'll be back here on this platform. Thanks to our panelists and thanks to every one of you for listening.
Thank you.
Come, yes, a new day has come. Rise up, Liberia. CMC for the people. CMC by the people. Let us join our hands together to build a better Liberia. CMC. transparency, accountability, social justice, integrity. CMC core values. CMC Global. It is a new day for Liberia. It is a new day for the people. Let's all together. Let's all together. It's a unity. Raise up the hand. CMC. The land of liberty, the land of freedom, the love of liberty.